Shabby!
Capital, my dear Watson. Let us return to our humble abode.
221B Baker Street, please, Cabby.
From London, we present The Reigate Squires, a play for radio by Michael Hardwick, based on the short story by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. The Reigate Squires.
I see from my notes that it was on the 14th of April, 1887, that I received a telegram from Lyons telling me that Sherlock Holmes was lying ill there. Within 24 hours, I was in his sick room. His iron constitution had broken down under the strain of a 2-month investigation. And when I got him back to 221B Baker Street 3 days later, it became obvious to me that for all his love of London, he would be better off for a change in the country. Well, Holmes, how are we feeling today, eh?
I don't mind admitting it's left me feeling a bit knocked up.
Oh, a bit knocked up? You've been working, what, 15 hours a day average?
True, Watson, true.
Now you're paying the penalty. Exhausted. Still, I suppose all this is some compensation.
What's that?
All these telegrams. Congratulations. Still coming in by the bucketful.
Oh, those.
Oh, now really, Holmes, you succeed where the police of 3 continents have failed. You outmaneuver the most accomplished swindler in Europe at every point, and all you can say is, oh, those.
Let the politicians and the financiers do the rejoicing. The Netherlands Sumatra Company and its affairs are things of the past for me now. All I want, Watson, is a good rest.
Well, a matter of fact, Holmes, that's just what I wanted to have a word with you about. Colonel Hayter, old friend, came under my care in Afghanistan. Well, he's taken a house down near Reigate. And he keeps asking us to go down for a bit of a break any time we like. He's just renewed the invitation, and I thought a week or so of springtime in the country might be just the thing. What about it, eh?
I'm sure your friend means very well, Watson. Springtime in Surrey. Delightful. But can you see me lounging about on sofas being fussed to death by well-meaning but...
It's a bachelor establishment, Holmes.
Oh, well then.
Hayter's a fine old soldier. Seen the world. Talk all night if you want him to.
Oh, my.
But knows when to keep out of the way and leave a man in peace if that's what he prefers. Now, what do you say, Holmes?
Do you suppose his breakfasts come up to my standards?
Oh, Holmes. Well, you'll come then, huh?
With pleasure, Watson. Just as soon as you can arrange to transport these weary old bones of mine between Baker Street and Reigate.
What about this Derringer, Watson? Little beauty, eh, what? Yes. Still with a magnificent thing. Yes. Heavy, isn't it?
Yes. Joe, I say, Hayter, you've gathered quite an armory about you. Hasn't he, Holmes?
Yes, the most impressive collection.
I think so, eh? Well, never know when it might come in handy in these parts.
How do you mean?
Well, we've been having quite a scare lately, Watson. Old Acton, one of our local squires, had his house broken into last Monday. No great damage, you know, but the fellows are still at large.
Oh?
No clues, Colonel?
No, not so far. Ransacked his library, turned the whole place upside down. Didn't get much for their pains, though.
What then?
Well, if I can remember. It'll make you laugh. Yes, 2 plated candlesticks, an ivory letter weight, small oak barometer, a ball of twine, and, yes, a volume of Pope's Homer.
Well, the county police ought to be able to make something of that.
What?
Well, surely it's obvious.
No, Holmes. You're here for a rest, remember?
Oh, dear me, Watson. Well, I suppose I've got to do what you tell me for a change.
Yes, that's right, Holmes. Had this treatment from him in the frontier, you know. Regular martinet, this Watson, huh?
You've got to be.
Well, time these breakfast things were shifted, then I'll see you're left in peace. It's going to be a lovely... yes, Charles?
I beg pardon, sir.
I was just going to ring for you. Well, what's the matter, man?
Have you heard the news, sir? At the Cunninghams.
Not another burglary.
Murder, sir.
What? By Jove. Who? J.P. or his son?
Well, neither, sir. It was William, the coachman, shot through the arse.
Who shot him?
Oh, it was a burglar, sir. Got clean away. He just forced the pantry window, they say, when William disturbed him. Shot him dead and made off.
Oh, when was this, Charles?
Well, last night, sir. Somewhere about 12.
Bad business. All right, Charles. Leave these things for now. I'll ring for you later.
Very good, sir.
Poor old Cunningham. Our leading squire about here. Decent fellow. He'd be cut up about this, you know. The man had been in his service for years.
Might be one of the same chaps who broke into the other place.
Yes, I fancied some local chap myself. Actons and Cunninghams are just the places he would go for. Largest in these parts, you know.
And the richest?
Well, they ought to be. They've had a lot of the blood sucked out of them in recent years.
Oh, how's that?
Well, they've had a lawsuit dragging on for no end of time. Old Acton has some claim on half of Cunningham's estate. The lawyers have been at it with both hands.
Well, if it's a local man, there shouldn't be much difficulty in running him down.
Inspector Forrester, sir.
Oh, come in, Inspector.
Good morning, Colonel Hayter.
Morning.
I hope I don't intrude, sir, but we hear Mr. Holmes of Baker Street is here.
Yes, there he is, Inspector. And this is Dr. Watson.
How do you do?
Pleased to meet you, gentlemen. We wondered if we could ask you to step across, Mr. Holmes. You've heard the news, I expect.
Now, look here, Inspector. As a medical man, I must tell you that my friend is far from well.
The fates are against you, Watson. We were chatting about the matter when you came in, Inspector. Perhaps you'd care to let us have a few details.
Why don't you take a seat, Inspector?
Oh, thank you, sir. Well, Mr. Holmes, we had no clue in the Acton affair, but we've plenty to go on this time.
Oh?
The man was seen. When the alarm broke out, Mr. Cunningham had just got into bed, and Mr. Alec Cunningham, that's his son, was smoking a pipe in his dressing room. Well, they both heard William, the coachman, call for help, and Mr. Alec ran down in his dressing gown. The back door was open, and as he got to the foot of the stairs, he saw the two men wrestling together outside. One of them fired a shot, the other dropped to the ground, and the murderer was off across the garden and over the hedge. Well, Mr. Cunningham saw him, too, from his bedroom window as he reached the road.
Well, couldn't young Alec catch him?
No, he'd stopped to do what he could for William, so the fellow got clean away. A middle-sized man, dressed in some dark stuff. Well, that's the description we've got.
Did William say anything before he died?
No, not a word. I suppose he walked up from the lodge to make sure everything was all secure. Faithful fellow, you know, sir.
Yes. This Acton business certainly had us all on our guard.
And he caught the chap red-handed?
Seems like it, Doctor. But one thing we did get was this.
Inspector, may I see that, please?
Certainly, Mr. Holmes. It seems to be a fragment of paper torn from a larger sheet. It was between the dead man's finger and thumb.
Yes, so either the other chap tore the rest of the paper out of William's hand, or William tore this bit from the sheet he was holding. Can't see what either of them was doing, waving sheets of paper about.
All right.
If you look at the words, though, it reads as if it's been some sort of appointment. Well, look, sir, at 11:45. Then down here it says, learn what?
This writing is of extraordinary interest. These are much deeper waters than I'd thought.
How's that, Mr. Holmes? Do you reckon there was some sort of understanding between William and the burglar? William was to let him in, but they had a quarrel instead?
It's not entirely impossible. But this writing... No. There's something about it that fascinates me. Colonel, if you'll permit me, I'll leave Watson and you and step round to the inspector to put one or two little fences of mine to the test.
Oh, you'll do nothing of the sort. I shan't let you go.
Never fear, Watson. I'll deliver myself up to you in half an hour precisely. Not a minute longer. Come along, Inspector. Let's be getting along, shall we?
Well, and about time, Inspector. Half an hour, Mr. Holmes said. And that was exactly an hour and a half ago. Where is he? I've a few words to say to him.
Well, Dr. Watson, as a matter of fact...
What? He's not come back with you? Has anything gone...
Sir, Mr. Holmes sent me back here to ask you gentlemen to join him in the field outside. He was walking up and down there when I left him. He wants us all to go up to Mr. Cunningham's house together.
What on earth for?
Well, I've no idea, Colonel. Between ourselves, Dr. Watson, I think you're right to be concerned about Mr. Holmes. He seems to be, well, all excited, I don't like it.
Oh, is that all? I've seen him behave in some pretty odd ways at times, but there's generally been some method behind his madness. Come on, Hader. Let's go to humor this lunatic of ours.
Watson, my dear fellow, I've had a charming morning. This country trip idea of yours was a capital suggestion.
Yeah, you've been up to the scene of the crime, I understand.
Yes, indeed, Colonel. The inspector here and I made quite a little reconnaissance together.
Yes, we did, Miss Holmes.
Any luck, my dear fellow?
Well, we saw some very interesting things. I'll tell you what we did as we walked. Come along.
Oh, well, now don't walk too fast.
First of all, we saw the body of the unfortunate William. There's no doubt that he died from a revolver wound.
Oh, I didn't know there was any question about that.
Oh, it's as well to test everything, Colonel. Our inspection wasn't wasted. Well, then we had an interview with Mr. Cunningham and his son. They were able to point out the exact spot where the murderer broke through the garden hedge in his flight. That was of great interest.
So, what do your investigations add up to, then?
The conviction that the crime is a very peculiar one. Perhaps our visit now may do something to make it less obscure.
Well, let's hope so.
Inspector, I think we're both agreed that the fragment of paper in the dead man's hand is of extreme importance.
Well, Mr. Holmes, it has got the very hour of death written on it.
Precisely. Whoever wrote that note was the man who brought William out of his bed at that hour. But where's the rest of that sheet of paper?
I examined every inch of the ground nearby for it.
It was torn out of the dead man's hand. Why was someone so anxious to get possession of it?
Because it incriminated him?
Just so, Watson. And what would he do with it? Thrust it into his pocket, most likely, never noticing that a corner had been left in the grip of the corpse.
Yes.
Then again, the man who wrote it wouldn't have written it if he could have delivered the message by word of mouth. So who brought it? Or did it come through the post?
Now, that I can tell you, sir. We found out that William did get a letter by the afternoon post. It seems to have thrown the envelope away, though.
Capital. Inspector, it's a pleasure to work with you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Holmes.
And here's the house.
Here are the Cunninghams. Hello there, Cunningham. Nasty business, nasty business.
Good day, Hader. Dr. Watson, I presume. This is my son, Alec.
How do you do, sir?
How do you do? So you're still at it, Mr. Holmes. Bless me, thought you Londoners were quick as a flash.
Oh, you must give us a little time, you know.
Well, Mr. Cunningham, we have found one thing. There was
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Catch him, Colonel. He's fainted right away. You feeling all right now, old chap?
Oh, I can't apologize enough, Mr. Cunningham. I'm afraid it's another of these confounded nervous attacks.
Yes, Dr. Watson's been telling us how ill you've been. Wants me to call my trap for you.
Well, perhaps in a little while.
You better be getting back, Holmes.
Since I am here, there's one little point I'd like to be sure about. We can easily verify.
Oh, very well, then.
I should like to ask Mr. Alec Cunningham where he was sitting when he heard William call for help.
I was smoking in my dressing room.
The lamps were lit then?
Yes?
Then doesn't it strike you as extraordinary that a burglar should break into a house at a time when he could see from the lights that the family was still afoot?
A bit of a cool customer, perhaps.
Possibly. Well, we'll leave that speculation for the moment. There's something I'd like you to do, Mr. Cunningham.
Anything at all, Mr. Holmes.
I should like you to offer a reward. I've jotted down the wording here, if you wouldn't mind reading it and signing. £50 would be quite enough, I think.
Certainly. Let me see it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I tell you, Mr. Holmes, I'd willingly make it 500.
Oh, that won't be necessary.
Oh, this is fine. But there's one little mistake.
Oh? I scribbled it in a hurry.
You begin, whereas at about 1:45 on Tuesday morning, an attempt was made, etc., etc. Well, as a matter of fact, it was 11:45.
Dear me. Of course, you're right. I don't allow myself to make elementary mistakes like that, Mr. Cunningham. Do forgive me.
Oh, quite all right. I'll correct it. No. I have a pencil here.
Thank you.
Holmes, I must insist.
No, my dear Watson. I still have a few reserves left. Now, I suggest we all go over the house together.
Really, Holmes?
No, I feel much better.
Oh, splendid.
Oh, Mr. Cunningham, I'll just have that note from my pocketbook.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. And now let us take a good look round.
Well, now, Mr. Holmes, This is my bedroom here.
I see.
My son's is next door with the dressing room in between.
Ah, yes. I should like to glance into the dressing room, if you please.
Of course, if you like.
I should just like to see where the window's placed. Now, with your permission.
Very well.
Ah, yes. I see. Thank you.
Now, I think that is all.
Yes, we can go down now.
Oh, no, after you, my dear sir.
Thank you.
Oh, Watson, really?
What happened?
My clumsy friend here, I'm afraid. Watson, you must have swept that decanter off with your jacket.
No.
Quick, man, before the carpet stains.
Oh, well, really,
Here, use my handkerchief.
No, I'll use mine. I can't think how it happened, I'm sorry.
I'll help you. Never mind. I'll ring for one of the servants to mop it up.
Father?
What's up? I say, where's Holmes disappeared to?
Yes, Father, quick, the dressing room.
What? What's going on in here? Now, this is going too far. Help! They're fighting in there.
What the devil's got into them? Gentlemen! Inspector! Arrest these men!
Arrest them, sir. On what charge?
For the murder of their coachman!
What's that? I say, Holmes, aren't you going too far?
No, Colonel Hayter. It's they who've gone too far. This piece of paper will assure you of that.
Yes, a missing piece? Where did you find it?
It was where I was certain it must be.
Look out, he's got a gun. Drop that.
Oh, yes, you will.
That's better. Well, Mr. Holmes, looks as if there's something in what you say.
Yes, I'll be able to make the whole matter clear to you in a little while. Colonel, I suggest you and Watson go home now.
Certainly.
Oh, very well.
The inspector and I need a few words with our prisoners, then I'll rejoin you. If it's quite convenient, you may expect me back for luncheon.
Ah, Holmes, there's a glass of sherry waiting for you.
Oh, thank you.
Right. Hello, Ashton. I didn't notice you.
Good day, Hayter. I hope you don't mind. Holmes asked me to come.
I wanted Mr. Acton to be present while I demonstrated this small matter to you. He has some cause to be interested in the details.
Yes, I must say we're all eager for this demonstration, Holmes. Watson and I were just agreeing we haven't a vestige of a clue between us.
No, indeed.
To begin with, I must remind you that it is of the highest importance in the art of detection to be able to recognize which facts are incidental and which are vital.
Yes, quite.
Now, I haven't the slightest doubt that the key of this whole matter must be looked for in that scrap of paper from the dead man's hand. I have it here. Now, have another look at it, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you observe something very revealing about it?
Mm-hmm. I can't say that I can.
It's a pretty irregular sort of hand.
Exactly, Watson. Of course, he's better at my methods than you, sir. No, there cannot be the least doubt in the world that the note was written by two persons doing alternate words.
Eh?
Now, look at the torn portion of the note bearing the word at 11:45. Observe the strong T's of at and to. Compare them with those in quarter and 12.
Mm-hmm. By Jove, I see what you mean.
But why should two men write a letter like that?
Obviously, one of them distrusted the other. The idea was that each of them should have an equal hand in the business.
Ah.
Of the two, I'd say the one who wrote at and to was the ringleader.
Well, however can you say that?
We might deduce it from the mere character of the one hand as compared with the other. We had more assured reasons than that. Now, if you examine this scrap with attention, you'll come to the conclusion that the man with a stronger hand wrote all his words first and left blanks for the other to fill up.
I see.
The blanks weren't always big enough. Look here.
Mm-hmm.
The second man had a squeeze, you see, to get the word quarter in between the at and the to.
Yeah?
So we conclude that the man who wrote his words first planned the whole affair.
Bravo, Holmes.
Magnificent bit of deduction.
Oh, but very superficial. We come now to a point which is of real importance. You may be aware that the deduction of a man's age from his writing is one which has been brought to considerable accuracy by experts.
No, indeed.
Oh, yes, Mr. Acton. In normal cases, one can place a man in his true decade with tolerable confidence.
Remarkable.
I say normal cases because ill health and physical weakness reproduce the signs of old age, even when the invalid is young. In this case, looking at the bold, strong hand of the one and the rather broken-backed appearance of the other, we can say that the one was a young man and the other was advanced in years without being positively decrepit.
Well, I never heard anything to touch this.
Did you read anything else in the handwriting?
Oh, yes. There were at least 23 other deductions.
20?
But they'd be of more interest to experts than to you, Colonel.
Yeah.
Except perhaps that some of them reveal quite clearly that the two writers were blood relatives.
Well, really?
Oh, I've no doubt at all that a family mannerism can be traced in these two specimens of writing. It may be obvious to you in the Greek ease, but to me there are many small points which indicate the same thing.
Did you connect it with the Cunninghams then, Holmes?
They naturally came pretty quickly to my mind, Watson. Well, then I went up to the house with the inspector and saw all that was to be seen. To start with, there was the bullet wound in the dead man.
What about that?
It had been caused by a shot from at least 4 yards away. There was no powder blackening on the clothes. Alec Cunningham had lied when he said the two men had been struggling when the shot was fired.
Aha.
And then both father and son agreed about the place where the man had escaped into the road. There's a broadish ditch at that point, moist at the bottom.
Yeah.
But there were no signs of boot marks anywhere. I was not only sure that both the Cunninghams had lied, but there'd been no unknown man on the scene at all.
Then you mean to say that one of them shot William? And why in heaven's name would they want to do that?
That was what I asked myself. I began to think about the original burglary at your house, Mr. Acton.
Yes?
And I remembered the Colonel here telling us about a long-standing lawsuit between you and the Cunninghams.
Yeah, that's right enough. I have the clearest possible claim upon half their present estate.
Yes. And by breaking into your library...
Please come in.
From London, we present The Retired Colour Man, a play for radio based on the short story by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. The Retired Colour Man.
It was late one summer afternoon. I returned from my club to 221B Baker Street to find Sherlock Holmes' gaunt figure stretched in his deep chair. I recognized his melancholy and philosophic mood. His alert, practical nature was subject to such reactions.
Well, my dear Watson, did you see him?
Who? Oh, the old fellow who's just gone out?
Precisely.
I met him at the door.
What did you think of him?
Well, pathetic, futile, broken creature.
Exactly, Watson. Pathetic and futile.
Poor chap.
But is not all life pathetic and futile? Isn't his story a microcosm of the whole? We reach, we grasp, and what is left in our hands at the end? A shadow, or worse than the shadow, misery.
Oh, come, Holmes. Is he one of your clients?
Well, I suppose I may call him so.
Well, who is he anyway?
Mr. Josiah Amberley. He says he was junior partner of Brickfall and Amberley, manufacturers of artists' materials. You'll see their names upon paint boxes. He made his little pile, retired at the age of 61, bought a house at Lewisham, and settled down to rest after a life of ceaseless grind.
Oh, sounds a comfortable prospect.
He retired in 1896. Early in 1897, he married a woman 20 years younger than himself.
Aha.
Yes, good looking, too, if her photograph doesn't flatter. A competence, a wife, leisure. It looked like a straight road before him. Yet within 2 years, he's reduced to the broken and miserable creature you've just seen.
But what's happened, Holmes?
The old story, Watson. A treacherous friend and a fickle wife. It seems that Amberley has one hobby in his life. Chess. Not far from him at Lewisham, there lives a young doctor, Dr. Ray Ernest, who is also a chess player. Ernest was frequently in Amberley's house, and an intimacy between him and Amberley's wife was the result.
That doesn't surprise me. Your client doesn't look like a paragon of the graces.
Well, the couple went off together last week. Destination so far untraced. What's more, the woman carried off the old man's deed box by way of personal luggage. It had a good part of his life savings in it.
Well, that's bad.
So, Watson, can we find the lady? Can we save the money?
That's a commonplace sort of case to bother you with, Holmes, isn't it?
But vital enough for poor Josiah Amberley.
Well, that's so. What will you do then?
What will you do, my dear Watson?
Hey?
If you will be good enough to understudy me, that is.
Oh.
You know how preoccupied I am with this case of the two Coptic patriarchs. It should come to a head today. No, I really haven't time to go out to Lewisham. And yet, evidence taken on the spot has a special value.
Well, by all means, Holmes. I confess, I don't see that I can be of much service, but I'm willing to do my best.
Capital. Oh, by the way, the name of his house is The Haven. The old fellow was quite insistent that I should go, but I explained my difficulty. He's quite prepared to meet a representative.
I hardly expected so humble an individual as myself would merit the complete attention of so famous a man as Mr. Sherlock Holmes, especially after my heavy financial loss.
I can assure you, Mr. Amberley, that the financial question does not arise.
No, of course. It's art for art's sake with him, I understand.
Yes.
Still, even on the artistic side of crime, he might have found something here to study. And human nature, Dr. Watson. Ah, the black ingratitude of it all.
Mr. Amberley,
Tell me, when did I ever refuse one of her requests? Was ever a woman so pampered?
Mr. Amberley.
And that young man, he might have been my own son, had the run of my house, and see how they've treated me.
Mr. Amberley,
Oh,
sir.
it's a dreadful world. Dreadful, dreadful. Did you say something?
I was merely going to point out that if you continue to wave your paintbrush about like that, it wouldn't be long before you did your clothing a mischief. But I'm afraid the damage is done.
Oh, dear me. You see how this business has distracted me. I'm in the middle of painting this hall. You seem surprised, Doctor. One must do something to ease an aching heart. I'd started painting the house only the day before they disappeared. I thought I might as well carry on.
Yes, very sensible indeed, Mr. Amberley.
But pray, step into my sanctum away from this paint smell.
Thank you. Yeah. That's better.
Yes. Pray take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Good. Now then, where shall I begin my account? With my retirement on marriage, perhaps?
Oh, not necessarily at all. Mr. Holmes merely requested certain details. For example, the events of the actual evening of your wife's disappearance.
Oh, how shall I ever forget them? To think that I'd prepared a special treat for the shameless creature.
Treat?
The Haymarket Theatre, the 2 upper circle seats. A gay evening, I thought. Perhaps a little supper somewhere. But no, she complained of a headache and refused to go. See here, I have it here. Her theatre ticket, unused. Seat 31, row B.
And then you had to go alone?
I did. There I sat all through the performance, her empty seat beside me. And little did I realize what an ill omen it was.
You returned to find her gone?
Yeah, just so. But that was not all.
Oh?
You see this door? It's iron painted to look like wood. It's my strong room. Safe as a bank, I always thought. But not where she was concerned.
Ah, yes, your deed box was taken, I believe.
Deed box, cash, securities, about £7,000 worth. She must have had a duplicate key prepared.
I see.
I've heard no word from or about her since I left to go to the theatre that fateful evening, leaving her alone here with her headache. Not one single word, Dr. Watson.
And her seat number at the Haymarket Theatre was 31, you say, Watson? You're quite sure?
Positive. My old school number.
Excellent. Then his own seat was either 30 or 32.
Row B.
Yes. Well, Watson, have you told me all?
Well, I think so. Oh, did I mention that he tore up a photograph of his wife in my presence?
No.
I never wish to see her damn face again, he cried.
No doubt. Still, I fancy the loss of his money took precedence over the loss of his wife.
Oh, without a doubt.
But let us get down to what is practical. I must admit that a case which seemed to be so absurdly simple as to be hardly worth my notice is rapidly assuming a very different aspect. It's true that in your mission you've missed everything of importance.
Oh.
Yet even those things which have obtruded themselves upon your notice give rise to serious thought.
What have I missed?
Oh, don't be hurt, my dear fellow. No one else would have done better.
Ah.
But clearly you have missed some vital points. What do the neighbors think about Amberley and his wife? What of Dr. Ernest? Was he the gay Lothario one would expect? Surely these are of importance.
Well...
And with your natural advantages, Watson, every lady is your helper and accomplice. What about the girl at the post office? Or the greengrocer's wife? Or even the lady at the Blue Anchor? All this you've left undone.
Well, it can still be done.
It has been done. Thanks to the telephone and the help of Scotland Yard, I can usually get my essentials without leaving this room. As a matter of fact, my information confirms Amberley's own story. He has the local reputation of being a miser, as well as a harsh and exacting husband. It's also certain that he had a large sum of money in that strong room.
Well, then.
And it's common gossip that young Dr. Ernest played chess with Amberley and probably played the fool with his wife. It all seems plain sailing. And yet...
Where's the difficulty?
Oh, in my imagination, perhaps. Well, leave it there, Watson. Let us escape from this weary workaday world by the side door of music. Karina sings tonight at the Albert Hall. We still have time to dress, dine, and enjoy.
The next morning I was up early, but found a note from Holmes on the breakfast table, telling me that he'd gone to Lewisham to see Amberley and that he hoped to be back by 3 o'clock. Ah, Holmes, there you are. Punctual to the minute. Well, what news?
Has Amberley been here yet?
Amberley? No.
I'm expecting him. Oh, come in. Yes, Mrs. Hudson?
There's a Mr. Amberley to see you, sir.
Ah, show him in, Mrs. Hudson.
Very good, sir. In here, if you please, sir. Mr. Josiah Amberley.
Ah, pray step inside, sir. Thank you, Mrs. Hudson.
Very good, sir.
Mr. Holmes, I've had a telegram. I could make nothing of it.
May I see it? Thank you. Come at once without fail. Can give you information as to your recent loss. Elman, the vicarage. Dispatched at 12:10 from Little Purlington. Oh, Watson, hand down my Crockford's directory, if you please.
Right,
Little Purlington's in Essex, isn't it?
It's not far from Frinton. Here you are.
Oh, thank you. Now then, Elman. Yes, we have him. J.C. Elman, M.A., living of Mossmore, come Little Purlington. Well, Mr. Amberley, you must start at once.
But I don't understand.
Will you look up a train for our friend Watson?
Yes, I am doing.
Good fellow.
Mr. Holmes, will you kindly tell me?
Liverpool Street, 5:20, Holmes.
Excellent. You'd best go with Mr. Amberley, Watson.
Why not?
He may need help or advice. It's clear we've come to a crisis in this affair.
But it's perfectly absurd, Mr. Holmes. What can this country vicar possibly know of what's occurred? It's a waste of time and money.
He wouldn't have telegraphed you if he didn't know something. You should wire him at once that you're coming.
I don't think I shall go.
Mr. Amberley, it would make the worst possible impression both on the police and upon myself if you should refuse to follow up so obvious a clue. We should feel that you were not really in earnest in this investigation.
Well, of course I'll go, if you look at it that way. On the face of it, it seems absurd to suppose that this parson knows anything. But if you think...
I do think.
Oh.
Now, hurry along, sir. And Dr. Watson will catch you up at the telegraph office at the corner.
Oh, very well, then. A waste of time and money, in my opinion. Pouring money down the drain.
Watson, whatever you do, see that he really does go. If he breaks away from your orders, hides to return, get to the nearest telegraph office and send the single word, bolted. I'll arrange here that it shall reach me wherever I am.
The weather was hot, the train slow, and my companion sullen and silent. When we at last reached Little Purlington Station, it was a 2-mile drive before we came to the vicarage, where a big, solemn, rather pompous clergyman received us up in his study. Our telegram lay before him.
Well, gentlemen, what can I do for you?
We came in answer to your wire, Mr. Elman.
My wire? I sent no telegraphic communication.
I mean the one you sent to Mr. Josiah Amberley about his wife and his money.
If this is a joke, sir, it is a very questionable one. I have never heard of the gentleman you name, and I have not sent a telegram to anyone.
I knew it would be a fool's errand.
Well, there must be some mistake. Are there two vicarages, perhaps?
There is only one vicarage, sir, and only one vicar. The telegram you refer to is obviously a scandalous forgery, the origin of which will certainly be investigated by the police. Meanwhile, gentlemen, I can see no possible object in prolonging this interview.
Hello?
Oh, Holmes, is that you, Holmes?
Yes, Watson.
Ah.
How are things proceeding?
Well, they aren't, Holmes. The vicar never sent any such wire. He was very annoyed. Holmes, are you there?
Most singular. Most remarkable.
What?
I very much fear, my dear Watson, that there is no return train tonight.
What?
I have unwittingly condemned you to the horrors of a country inn.
Oh, dear.
Oh, however, there's always nature, Watson.
What?
Nature and Josiah Amberley.
Oh.
You can be in close commune with both.
Thank you very much, Holmes.
Don't mention it, my dear fellow. Good night.
Good night.
Well, what did he say?
He said it was a most remarkable business.
Remarkable? I should prefer the word expensive. Our railway fare.
Third class.
Why pay more? And now a hotel bill. It's monstrous. Monstrous. I shall have a word to say to Mr. Sherlock Holmes tomorrow.
Oh, very well, sir. We'll drive directly to Baker Street from the station tomorrow. And now we better make arrangements for tonight. I warned Holmes by telegram of the time of our arrival at Baker Street next day. But when we got there, we found a message to say that he was at Lewisham and would expect us there. This was a surprise to me, but an even greater one was to find that Holmes was not alone at Amberley's house. In the sitting room, a stern-looking, well-built man sat beside him. A dark, heavily moustached man, wearing tinted sunglasses and sporting a large Masonic pin in his tie.
Ah, gentlemen, allow me to introduce my friend, Mr. Barker. Mr. Amberley, Dr. Watson.
How do you do?
Pleased to meet you.
Mr. Barker has been interesting himself in your business too, Mr. Amberley.
We've been working independently of one another, you understand.
But we both have the same question to ask you.
Question? What question, Mr. Holmes?
What did you do with the bodies?
Great. No! No! You shan't ask that!
Get hold of him, Watson. Barker.
No, you shan't make me answer. You shan't.
He's trying to swallow something.
Stop him. Right, get hold of him.
Oh, let me be.
Look, come on. Well done, Barker. No shortcuts, Amberley. Things must be done decently and in order.
I have a cab at the door. I may as well take him straight to the police station. Shall I tell the inspector that you'll be coming along?
He'll want to examine this house sooner or later. I fancy he won't object to meeting me here.
Very well. I'll come back with him. Now, go on, you. And any more nonsense, and I'll have your arm out of its socket.
Well, that was a near thing, Holmes. It was a poison capsule. Look. Holmes, this Barker...
Oh, my hated rival upon the Surrey shore. His methods are irregular like my own. We irregulars are useful sometimes, you know.
Well, Holmes, let's hear what it's all about, eh?
All in good time, my dear Watson. The inspector will be along shortly for the same account. In the meantime, I shall enjoy a few minutes quiet smoke.
I just want to make this clear before you begin, Mr. Holmes. Don't imagine that we hadn't formed our own views of this case, and that we wouldn't have laid our hands on the man. So you'll excuse us for feeling sore when you jump in with methods which we can't use, and so rob us of the credit.
There shall be no such robbery, Inspector McKinnon.
Oh.
I assure you that I efface myself from now on.
Oh.
As to Mr. Barker here, he has done nothing save what I told him.
That's quite correct. Well, that's very handsome of you, Mr. Holmes. Praise or blame can matter little to you, but it's different for the police when the newspapers start asking questions.
Quite so. But when an intelligent and enterprising reporter asks you what the exact points were which aroused your suspicion and finally gave you a certain conviction as to the real fact?
Well, we don't seem to have got any real facts yet.
No?
What facts have you?
Have you arranged for a search?
There are 2 constables on their way.
Then you'll soon get the clearest fact of all.
Huh?
The bodies cannot be far away. Try the cellars and the gardens.
Cellars?
It shouldn't take long to dig up the likely places. This house is older than its water pipes, so there must be a disused well somewhere. Here, try your luck there.
But how did you know there'd been murder?
Yes, Holmes, how was it done?
Well, I'll show you first how it was done, Inspector. And then I'll give the explanation which is due to you, and even more to my long-suffering friend, Dr. Watson, who has been invaluable throughout.
Oh, I say, Holmes.
But first, I'd like you to consider this man Amberley's mentality. It's a very unusual one. So much so that I think his destination is more likely to be Broadmoor than the scaffold.
Is that so? Go on, then.
He has to a high degree the sort of mind one associates with the medieval Italian nature, rather than with a modern Briton. He was a miserable miser who made his wife so wretched by his niggardly ways that she was a ready prey for any adventurer. Such a one came upon the scene in the person of this chess-playing doctor. Amberley excelled at chess. One indication, Watson, of a scheming mind. Like all misers, he was a jealous man, and his jealousy became a frantic mania. Rightly or wrongly, he suspected an intrigue. He determined to have his revenge, and he planned it with diabolical cleverness. Have a look here. This is his so-called strong room.
Oh, what an awful smell of paint.
That was our first clue. You can thank Dr. Watson's observation for that, though he failed to draw the inference. It set my foot on the trail.
I still don't understand, Holmes.
Well, ask yourself, Watson, why should this man at such a time be filling his house with strong odors? Obviously to cover some other smell which he wished to conceal. Some guilty smell which might excite suspicions.
And you mean decomposition? There hasn't been...
No, nothing of that sort. Then came the idea of a room such as you see here, with a sealed iron door. Put the 2 facts together, and where do they lead?
Well, blessed if I know.
No, me too.
Oh, well, let it pass for now. I was already certain that the case was serious because I had examined the box office chart at the Haymarket Theatre, another of Dr. Watson's bullseyes. It showed that neither of the 2 seats, B30 nor 32 of the upper circle, had been occupied on the night in question.
Well, he lied. I mean, he never went to the theatre.
And so his alibi fell to the ground. He made a bad slip when he showed you his wife's unused ticket, Watson.
Yes.
The only way I could satisfy my suspicions about the smell of paint and the existence of the sealed room was to examine the house myself. The question was, how was I to achieve this?
I know that. Now I see it.
Yes, Watson. I sent an agent to the most impossibly remote village I could think of and summoned Amberley to go there at such an hour that he couldn't possibly get back the same day.
And sent me with him to make sure he really went.
The good vicar's name I simply got out of my Crockford's directory.
Masterly, brilliant.
There being no fear of interruption, I proceeded to burgle the house. Burglary has always been an alternative profession if I'd cared to adopt it. And I've little doubt that I should have reached the front rank.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
Anyway, see what I found. Now then, you see this gas pipe along the skirting board here?
Yes.
Very good. It rises in the angle of the wall, and there's a tap in the corner. Now, follow me into the strong room. You see that plaster rose in the center of the ceiling?
Yes.
Well, the pipe finishes there with an open end.
Ah, yes.
At any moment, by turning the outside tap, this room could be flooded with gas. With its door closed and the tap full on, I wouldn't give 2 minutes of consciousness to anyone shut in here. By what devilish device he decoyed them in here, I don't know. But once inside, they were at his mercy.
I think I've seen enough of this place.
Yes. Let's get out of here.
So he started painting the house to cover up any smell of gas afterwards, Holmes.
Precisely. He claims to have started painting the day before their disappearance, but he should have said the day after.
What happened then?
Then came an incident which I hardly expected. I was slipping out again through the pantry window in the early dawn today, when I felt a hand grab my collar, and a voice said,
"Now, you rascal, what have you been doing in there?"
When I could twist my head round, I recognized my friend and rival, Mr. Barker.
So just where do you come into this, Mr. Barker?
Well, I see, I've been engaged by the family of Dr. Ray Ernest to make some investigation. I'd come to the conclusion there'd been foul play, like Mr. Holmes. I've been watching this house for several days. I'd marked you down, Dr. Watson, as one of the most suspicious characters to visit the place.
Thank you very much, sir.
Still, I could hardly detain you. But when I saw a man actually climbing out of the pantry window this morning, I couldn't restrain myself.
And there you are, Inspector. You have all the particulars. I hand them over to you and step right out of the case.
In the name of the force, I thank you, Mr. Holmes. It seems a clear case, the way you put it.
You'll get results, Inspector, by always putting yourself in the other fellow's place and thinking what you would do yourself. It takes some imagination, but it pays.
Holmes, what about the missing money and the securities?
Oh, they'll be found in some safe place where Amberley hid them. There was no robbery.
Well, you've met every point, Holmes. There's only one last thing puzzles me.
Yes?
Well, Amberley couldn't avoid notifying the police of his wife's so-called disappearance, but why was he fool enough to go to you as well?
Pure swank. He felt so clever and so sure of himself that he imagined no one could touch him. He could say to any suspicious neighbor, "Look at the steps I've taken. I've consulted not only the police, but even Sherlock Holmes."
I'll have to forgive you that even Sherlock Holmes. Yes, it's as workmanlike a job as I can remember.
That was The Retired Colour Man by Michael Hardwick, based on the short story by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Sherlock Holmes was played by Carlton Hobbs, and Dr. Watson by Norman Shelley. Production for the BBC was by Graham Gould.
This episode from the life of Sherlock Holmes will be transmitted to our men and women overseas by short wave and through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Petri Wine brings you Basil Rathbone and Nigel Bruce in the new adventures of Sherlock Holmes. The Petri family, the family that took time to bring you good wine, invite you to listen to Dr. Watson tell us another exciting adventure he shared with his old friend, that master detective, Sherlock Holmes. So let's settle back comfortably and listen. And while you're getting settled, I'd like to know if you like seafood. And by seafood, I mean everything from broiled lobster to fried halibut. Because if you like seafood, any seafood, you'll love it together with Petri California Sauterne. Fish and Petri Sauterne were made for each other. No kidding. Boy, I'll never in my life forget a broiled brook trout on the plate in front of me and a glass of well-chilled Petri Sauterne right next to it. That fish and that Sauterne. Petri Sauterne has a pale golden color that's really good to look at. And as for taste, well, that Petri flavor is really something. Take my word for it and try it, won't you? Oh, and I'll tell you something else. Try that Petri sauterne with chicken sometime. Look, I better stop before I get hungry all over again, but just remember this. The best friend a good meal ever had is a glass of Petri wine. And now let's keep our appointment with the good Dr. Watson. Good evening, Doctor.
Good evening, Mr. Bartell. Come over here and join me by the fire.
I didn't think it was cold enough for a fire tonight, Doctor.
Oh, I suppose it isn't really, but there was one laid, so I just couldn't resist putting a match to it.
Fire's a good accompaniment to storytelling anyway.
Oh, yes, my boy, a fire and a glass of port. Care to join me in one?
Thanks, Doctor. So, you're going to tell us a sea story tonight?
Yes, Mr. Bartell. The whole adventure took place aboard a small steamer as it plowed through the stormy seas of the Indian Ocean. Here's your glass, my boy.
Thanks. And what were you and the great Sherlock Holmes doing on the Indian Ocean, may I ask?
We're on our way to Calcutta to solve the case of the vanishing elephant of Parbhuti-Pur.
Oh, yes, the story you told us a few weeks ago.
That's quite right, my boy. It's in the summer of 1894 that we left Liverpool aboard the steamship Lucifer. It wasn't a large ship, and as both the Mediterranean and the Red Sea proved somewhat, shall we say, unfriendly, I may tell you the first part of the voyage was quite unpleasant. In fact, until we left Aden, I'd spent most of the time in my cabin. I'm not much of a sailor, you know. However, as we headed eastward towards Colombo, the weather cleared up a bit, and I came on deck and joined home. I remember on the second night out of Aden, we paced the decks together. The stars above us twinkled, the promise of a bright tomorrow. And the faint tinkle of a piano being played in the passenger lounge formed a perfect setting for an evening stroll. Only seems like yesterday. Holmes said...
Watson, it's good to see you on your feet again.
Yes, it's good to be on 'em, Holmes. It's been a miserable trip for me so far.
The captain told me tonight that we can expect good weather between here and Caravati, our next port of call.
I thought Colombo was the next stop. And where is Caravati, whatever you call it? Anyway, I never heard of the place.
It's a tiny island in the Indian Ocean. It's a British protectorate. Those are the only facts I was able to glean from the encyclopedia and the ship's library.
Did you ask the captain why we're stopping there?
No, I didn't. We're traveling incognito. I felt it wiser not to ask too many questions.
I find this incognito business something of a strain. Every time a steward calls me Mr. Hamish, I can't think who on earth he's talking to.
Whereas I find myself answering to Mr. Mycroft almost automatically. By the way, old chap, now that you're going to mix with the ship's passengers, I suggest that you adopt a Scotch accent. It would seem more appropriate for Mr. Hamish, and I don't want anyone aboard to suspect our true identity.
I'll do my best, but I must say, Holmes, I think you're being unnecessarily mysterious.
Possibly I've been influenced by reading too many of your rather florid stories of our adventures together.
My stories are not florid. They're all perfectly true.
Oh, don't be angry with me, old chap. Don't be angry, please. By the way, you'll be interested to know that I've unearthed a little mystery aboard this boat.
I'll trust you to do that. Where is she? I mean, where is...
Oh, you observe that suite of cabins on the bridge deck above us?
Yeah? What about them?
Well, I've been watching them during my nightly strolls for the past 2 weeks. The suite is occupied and the blinds are never raised. And I've never seen meals taken in there. I presume, therefore, that it must contain a private galley and a cook.
I don't see anything mysterious about that. It's probably occupied by some wealthy invalid.
Oh, possibly. Another interesting fact is that the occupants are not entered on the ship's passenger list.
It all sounds very mysterious. There's probably a perfectly simple explanation. But in any case, you must save your energies for the problem that awaits us in India. You're Mr. Mycroft now, remember that.
I will, Mr. Hamish.
Mr. Mycroft?
Yes, Mr. Hamish?
Would you care to join me for a wee drop of brandy in the smoking room?
Mr. Hamish, I shall be delighted.
This is excellent brandy. Excellent.
Watson, you noticed that rather garrulous gentleman over there in the corner?
You mean the one at the table with the oriental-looking fella?
Yes, the talkative man is the ship's doctor, but I haven't seen the other gentleman before on this voyage.
I wonder if he's an occupant of the mysterious suite on the bridge deck.
Let's go over and talk to him, shall we? And remember the accent, Mr. Hamish.
And so, Verda, when we landed at Colombo, I decided to take Mrs. Abbott for a moonlight rickshaw drive through the cinnamon gardens. Did you gentlemen want to see me?
If you'll excuse us, Dr. Harris, my friend Mr. Hamish and I were having a little argument, and we thought that perhaps you might be able to settle it for
An
us.
argument? Oh, I love a good argument. Sit down, gentlemen. This is Mr. Verder.
How do you do, gentlemen?
Good evening, sir. My name is Hamish, and this is my friend, Mr. Mycroft.
I'm so happy to meet you, gentlemen.
Now, how do you know, Mr. Verder?
Now, gentlemen, tell me what you're arguing about.
Well,
I love
Doctor,
a good argument.
You see, it wasn't exactly an argument. My friend Mr. Hamish insists that the Suez Canal was built by a Dutchman in 1870. I'm convinced that it was built by Lesseps, a Frenchman, in 1869. We thought you'd know.
You flatter me. I'm only a ship's doctor, not an historian. Ask Verdi. He probably knows.
Can you settle the question for us, sir?
I can, Mr. Mycroft. You are almost correct. The canal was opened in 1869, though its construction began 10 years previously. De Lesseps, a French engineer, was in charge of the operation. There is a statue of him in Port Said Harbor, built to commemorate his skill and enterprise.
Much obliged to you, Mr. Vera. Hamish, I think that I win my bet.
Aye, Mycroft, I'm afraid you do, if you're sure of your facts, Mr. Werner.
I'm sufficiently sure of them, Mr. Hamish, to venture a small wager myself.
No. I think I'll not make any more bets on the subject, thank you.
Well, gentlemen, if you will excuse me, I shall return to my cabin now.
Oh, don't go.
No, don't go, sir. You'll make us feel as if we'd driven you away.
Oh, not at all, Mr. Hamish. I enjoyed meeting you both, but I have some letters to write. Good evening, gentlemen.
He's a charming person.
Charming and extremely knowledgeable.
Bit of a bore, if you ask me. You two fellas enjoyed your trip?
I'm just beginning to. It takes a little time to get my sea legs, you know.
Dr. Harris, how long have you been on this ship?
4 years. This is my third trip east on the Lucifer. Why?
Well, there's something that puzzles me on board this ship. I'm sure that you would explain it to me.
And what is it?
Well, the suite of cabins on the bridge deck, who occupies them?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I thought we would, and that's why my friend asked you.
Well, I'll tell you. Though it's supposed to be a secret. But there'll be no harm in telling you now, for we're dropping anchor off the island of Cavarati in the morning. In that suite of rooms is the Rani of Cavarati herself. She has her own staff of servants and everything. What do you think of that?
Oh, how very interesting. And is the Oriental gentleman who left the table when we arrived part of our entourage?
He is, sir. He's the sort of Prime Minister of Cavarati. This whole trip of theirs is very hush-hush. Rani returning to her country, afraid someone might make an attack on her life. Have to keep it all hush-hush. Cavarati is an island that's had a lot of trouble.
You seem to be remarkably well informed about the place, sir.
Yeah, I should be. I used to practice there in my younger days.
Oh, really? How very interesting.
Yes, I could tell you strange tales about the island. I remember... Oh, hello. See that fella coming into the lounge?
You mean the big man with the grey hair?
Yes. That's Sir Christopher Wyatt. Owns all the tea plantations on Cavarati. He's a dull fella, but I'll call him over. Wyatt, come over and join us. Be careful. He'll talk your head off if you give him half a chance. Draw up a chair, Wyatt. We were just talking about Cavarati.
It seems to me that would be a good subject to keep away from. At least till after tomorrow, Harris.
What do you mean?
You know perfectly well what I mean. I should have thought that after your own experience on Cavarati, you would have learned a little discretion.
You're talking like a schoolmaster, Wyatt. Why don't you just sit down, have a drink, and be friendly?
Thank you. I prefer my own company.
Pompous ass.
You and Sir Christopher don't seem on the best of terms, Doctor.
I know too much about him. He's afraid of me. That's what he is.
Look at this girl coming into the room. Great Scott, she's good looking.
Judging by our Oriental costume, she must be a member of the Rani's retinue.
She's coming to our table. Yes, my dear. What is it?
Which of you gentlemen is Mr. Mycroft, please?
I am.
My mistress sends her compliments and asks that you will call on her in her suite.
And who is your mistress, may I ask?
Her Highness, the Rani of Cavarati.
Oh, I shall be delighted. Please tell the Rani that I shall pay my respects without delay. We will join her in a few minutes.
Very well, Mr. Mycroft.
You know, Holmes, this is pretty exciting. The girl that just brought us the message was a stunning creature. Imagine what the Rani herself must be like.
Oh, what an incurable romanticist you are, Watson. I suppose you picture the Rani clad in oriental splendor, reclining like an odalisque on silken cushions.
No, there's no need to make fun of me, old boy.
Here we are at the cabin.
Ah, it is you, gentlemen. Follow me, please. Her Highness, the Rani of Cavarati.
All right, Regina, you can off it.
Yes, Your Highness.
Well, me lads, don't look so startled. Come in and sit down.
Your Highness,
What's the matter? What's the matter? Don't I fit into your picture of a Rani? What did you expect? A slant-eyed beauty with a veil and big hips? Well, I've got the big hips, all right.
Your Highness...
never mind, Your Highness. Sit yourselves down and talk free and easy like. I may as well begin by telling you that I know who you both are. Mr. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. I've seen you in the good old days in London, you know.
May I ask if our visit is purely a social one, or are you in need of professional advice?
Oh, a little of both, Mr. Holmes, a little of both. And we'll start off with being social. Ruma.
Mem Sahib.
Champagne.
Botachi, Mem Sahib.
If you'll pardon my asking you, madam, but I've never seen you before, somewhere.
Oh, that's a question I always haven't answered. Yes, you probably have, Dr. Watson. You see, I was in the chorus at Daly's Theatre in London for quite a few years, until the Raja of Cavarati decided I'd look better on his island than I did in front of the footlights.
Your husband, the Raja, is dead, isn't he?
Yes, he was killed playing polo.
Champagne, Mem Sahib.
Polo. Champagne for the sector.
Acha.
He doesn't speak English, so I'll get along with telling you my troubles. Mr. Holmes, somebody's trying to kill me.
Kill you? Good Scott.
May I ask what reason you have for saying that, madam?
You may, Mr. Holmes. Before I left England, I had threatening letters warning me that if I ever went back to Cavarati, I'd never get to the island alive. I got another letter in Port Said that said the same thing.
You kept these letters, I trust?
No, I didn't. I tore them up. I never did pay attention to letters that weren't signed.
Oh, that's a great pity, madam. Those letters might have been invaluable.
Well, it's too late to think about that now, Dr. Watson. Here's what's on my mind. I land at Cavarati in the morning, and if anyone's up to a bit of no good, tonight's their last chance.
You destroyed the threatening letters, madam, thereby indicating that you did not believe in the threats, and yet you now appear to feel that you are in danger. I wonder what made you change your mind.
The Ace of Spades.
Yes? I don't understand you, madam.
In the last 2 days, every time I tell my fortune, I get the Ace of Spades. Now, you know what that means. Death.
Oh, come now, madam. If you'll pardon my saying so, that's a very childish superstition.
Well, the cards have never lied to me yet. Oh, you can laugh at it if you like, but I know.
Well, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Anything you like, Mr. Holmes. Fire away.
How long is it since you were in Cavarati?
About 18 months. We were in England when my husband died, and I couldn't face the idea of going back to that island alone. In 3 months ago, Verda... Oh, he's the chief minister of Cavarati.
Yes, madam. We met him for a moment in the lounge.
Verda came over to England to persuade me it was my duty as the Rani to go back.
I see. As far as you know, have you any enemies among the passengers on board the ship?
Oh, that's an odd one to answer, Mr. Holmes. But I can tell you right here in my suite there's someone who doesn't like me. That girl, Raduna, the one that brought you my message. She was in love with the Raja herself. I know she hates me, even though she did stay with me in England after my husband died.
How about Ferda, your minister?
Oh, he's all right. My husband thought the world of him, and he's been wonderful to me.
He came from Cavarati recently, you say, to persuade you to return there.
That's right, Mr. Holmes. Well, Bruma seems to be all right after drinking that champagne, so it'll be safe for us to have some now. Champagne omlog, Doyle?
Botachi, Mem Sahib.
Oh, I've been burning with curiosity to know why you gave him a glass of champagne a few minutes ago, and yet we didn't have any.
Well, surely that's obvious, Watson. Fruma is the official poison taster, isn't he, madam?
That's right, Mr. Holmes. He tastes everything I eat or drink before I do. And if it doesn't affect him, then I know it's safe. Berta brought him over to England when he came to fetch me. On the island of Cavarati, poisoning's quite an hobby, you know.
There were 2 people in the smoking room tonight who seemed to know quite a lot about your island. The ship's doctor, a rather garrulous gentleman by the name of Harris, and Sir Christopher Wyatt, who owns tea plantations on the island. Do you know either of them, madam?
I should say I do, both of them. Dr. Harris isn't any good. He was on the island for a bit, but got into some kind of trouble, and my husband had him thrown out.
And how about Sir Christopher Wyatt?
Oh, Chris is all right. I saw quite a bit of him in London after my husband's death. As a matter of fact, well, if I weren't going back to Cavarati, I don't think he'd be on the boat at all. He hasn't been there for over 5 years, ever since he had a row with my husband over the wages he paid the native labor.
It seems to me that several people aboard this boat have a personal interest in the island of Cavarati. Interests that might be influenced by your death.
Yes, just what I was going to say, madam. I think we should keep an eye on you.
Oh, that's just what I was hoping you'd say, Doctor. You see, I've given a bit of a supper party tonight. All the people we've been talking about have been invited. And I thought, Well, I thought if you two were to be here, perhaps you'd be on the lookout for any funny business. How about it?
Well, of course we'll come, won't we, Holmes?
I think it might be a good idea. Though I would suggest that we retain our incognitos as Mr. Hamish and Mr. Mycroft.
Whatever you say, Mr. Holmes. And now, let's have that champagne.
You know, Holmes, I remember the Raleigh when she was in the course at Daly's. She looked stunning in tights. There was one night I...
Yes, no time, old chap, if you don't mind. At the moment, there's a question I want to ask you.
Oh, sir?
Is your medical bag fully equipped with all the antidotes to poison?
Poison? It's ridiculous. How could the Rani be poisoned when she has a poison taster?
My dear Watson, you mustn't...
What the blazes...
Come on, Watson. That cry came from the companionway.
There are two figures struggling by the rail there.
Good heavens! One of them has pushed the other down the companionway.
Good Lord. His skull smashed in. I'm afraid that he...
What's happened? Sir Christopher Wyatt. What are you doing here?
I was taking a stroll. I heard a yell from this direction and came here as fast as I could. Great Scott, this fellow's bleeding badly. We must get the ship's doctor.
That's hardly necessary, I fear, Sir Christopher.
What do you mean?
In the first place, this man is dead. In the second place, he is the ship's doctor.
We'll hear the rest of Dr. Watson's story in just a second, so I'm just going to ask you to do one thing for me. Well, I should say for yourself. Tomorrow night, if you're having meat or any meat dish for dinner, why not open up a bottle of Petri California Burgundy? That wonderful, rich, red Petri Burgundy will turn your dinner into a real feast. You see if it doesn't. Because there's nothing like a good wine with good food. And I know your family gets good food, and I know that Petri Burgundy is a good wine. In fact, it's a perfect mealtime wine. Try it and see. And now, Dr. Watson, tell us what happened next. You said you found the ship's doctor dead at the foot of the companionway?
Yes, Mr. Bartell. His neck had been broken instantly.
Imagine there was a good deal of excitement aboard.
No, my boy, as a matter of fact, there wasn't. We managed to get the body back to its cabin without attracting attention. Holmes, after revealing his true identity, was able to persuade the captain to hush up the killing until after the Rani's party had taken place.
Oh, he didn't want to scare the murderer, I guess. What happened next, Doctor?
Holmes and I returned to our cabin to dress for the party. Holmes, I remember, was in a state of suppressed excitement. He spoke quietly and deliberately.
Watson? Surely it's obvious why the doctor was murdered.
Oh, it isn't obvious to me.
It's elementary, my dear fellow. If you are planning a subtle murder by poison, how wise to remove the one man who might save the victim's life, a doctor.
Oh, you keep harping on poisoning. It seems to me that it would be the last way a murderer would try to dispose of the Rani. Everything she touches is first tested by the poison tester.
Exactly. That's why I call it a subtle murder attempt. Didn't you notice the physical attributes of Frumer, the poison tester?
Which in particular,
Well, his unusually glossy hair, his remarkably clear complexion, his plump figure. Look here. Just tell me one thing, will you?
What's that?
I presume that in your medical bag you have a supply of magnesia.
Naturally.
Do you also have hydrated ferric oxide?
Yes, I do.
Splendid. Then be off to the party.
Oh, funny things to take to a party, I must say.
True, my dear fellow, but I'm afraid that this party may not prove as convivial as the Rani thinks.
Holmes, it's nearly 1 in the morning. Everything seems to be going splendidly.
It seems to be, Watson, but keep your eyes on the Rani.
Yes, I have been. The poison testers tested everything that passed her lips. We Dr. Doris to you, Sir Christopher. You having a good time?
Yes, indeed, thank you, Mr. Hamish. How about you, Mr. Mycroft?
Oh, the Rani's a perfect hostess. Who could help having a good time?
I don't think that girl Regina should be here, though. I don't want to be pompous, but after all, she's only a glorified servant.
Possibly the laws of etiquette are not so strict in Cavarati as they are in London, Sir Christopher.
Oh, perhaps you're right. But I don't trust the girl. Something shifty about her. I've told the Rani more than once. Oh, well, I suppose it's none of my business. I think I'll try and persuade the Rani to sing us one of her old songs.
He doesn't trust Raduna, and I don't trust him. I don't think it was an accident that we found him near the body of Dr. Harris.
Here comes Vera.
I trust you gentlemen are enjoying yourselves.
Very much, Mr. Vera, thank you. I imagine you must be excited at the prospect of returning to Kalabati.
I am, Mr. Mycroft. Though I only left it 3 months ago, it has seemed more like 3 years.
Did you tell what time we'll arrive there?
I am told that we shall be there in 5 hours, Mr. Hamish.
Oh, look. The Rana's at the piano. She must be going to give us a tune.
Yes. Let's move a little closer, shall we?
Chris here has asked me to sing something. Yeah, my voice isn't what it used to be, and don't I know it. But me spirit's the same, and that's enough to put a number over. So, old time, boys, here we go. My sweetheart's the man in the moon. I'm going to marry him soon. 'Twould fill me with bliss just to give him one kiss, but I know that a dozen I never would miss. I'll go up in a great big...
Great Scotch, she...
Quick, Watson, your medical bag. I'll lock the doors.
Right, go, Holmes.
Bring some water, please.
Help me. Oh, please, help me.
What is the matter?
Don't be frightened, madam. I'll take care of you.
Thirsty. Give me water. Oh, such pain.
All the symptoms of arsenic poisoning. Now I know why Holmes asked me if I had any magnesia. Ferric oxide.
Do something for me, Doctor. I'm dying.
Don't worry, Your Highness. You're not going to die. She's going to live, Holmes. Ah, gracious me, I'm tired. It's touch and go there for a while, though.
Well done, Watson, old chap. Well done.
Now that she's out of danger, why can't we all go back to our cabins? It's nearly dawn, and we've been locked in here since 1 o'clock. We've no right to do this, you know.
Possibly not, Sir Christopher, but there's a murderer in this cabin, and I don't intend to let him escape.
Mr. Holmes, what happened? How could I have been poisoned when Frumer tasted everything first? Why wasn't he poisoned?
For a very simple reason, Your Highness. The murderer has been conditioning Frumer for over a year.
What do you mean?
He's been feeding him gradually increasing doses of arsenic until he has finally become immune to the poison.
Great Scott, I never thought of that.
Frumer's glossy hair, his complexion, and stout figure are all typical of a person who consumes arsenic regularly.
But who could have done it?
Only one person had the opportunity.
Well, tell us who that person is.
No, not you, Sir Christopher, not you. For you haven't been on the island for years, whereas Frumer returned from Karavati but 3 months ago. Ryduna has also been in London with her mistress for the past 18 months, remember? The answer is obvious.
You did it, Verda. You brought the taster over when you came to fetch me. You'd prepared him for the year beforehand.
Of course I did. No white runner will ever rule over Kavarati.
And you murdered Dr. Harris.
Equally true. Mr. Holmes, give me the key to the door, please. Oh, no.
What?
Do not come near me. Please throw it on the floor. Do not hesitate. You see this revolver? I should have no compunction in using it, I assure you.
How do you expect to escape, Yoda?
The key, please. Thank you.
You'll never get away with this, Verda, you devil.
But I shall. We are now in the harbor of Kavarati. I shall swim ashore and arrange your welcome, my dear Rane. Turn your backs, please. Turn them. Thank you. Goodbye.
He's gone.
Come on, Watson. After him. You have your revolver, Watson?
Yes, but I didn't get a chance to draw it. He had me covered.
I'll draw it now, old fellow. Aim for a leg or an arm and don't hesitate to shoot.
There he is, up on the lifeboat. He's climbing up on the rail.
Where is he? Where did he go?
Out there on the rail above us, madam. He's going to dive.
Give me that revolver, Dr. Watson, quick. That's it. Come down off there, Verda.
Hold. Madeline, keep out of my beard.
There he goes. He's dived.
Madam, you shot to kill.
Of course I did, Mr. Holmes. Remember that we're now in Kavarati waters, and that though I may not look like it at the moment, I am still the Ronnie of Kavarati.
Say, that was a swell story, Doctor. Had a lot of color and quite a bit of action.
Color and a bit of action. Well, I'm glad you liked it, my boy.
Oh, I did. Say, that's not a bad idea. I mean, having someone taste everything before you eat it.
Oh, it's a very old idea, very old. Very common, too, years ago.
You know the kind of job I'd like?
No, what's that?
I'd like to be the official taster for the Petrie family. Boy, just think of all the Petrie wine I get to taste. Petrie to the right of me, Petrie to the left of me. What a life. What wine?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having that job myself.
You said it. The Petrie family, really knows how to make good wine. They've been making wine for generations. And because they've always owned and operated their own business ever since it was started way back in the 1800s, well, the Petrie family has sure piled up plenty of skill and experience. Yes, they've been handing down in the family from father to son, the fine art of turning luscious grapes into delicious wine. That's why you can't go wrong with any Petrie wine. It must be good, because Petrie took time to bring you good wine. Well, Doctor, what new story do you have lined up for us next week?
Next week, Mr. Bartell, I'm going to tell you an adventure that Sherlock Holmes and I had many years ago. It concerns a series of bonfires, an underground cellar full of gunpowder, and a strange death on the rooftops of London.
Tonight's Sherlock Holmes adventure is written by Dennis Green and Anthony Boucher and was suggested by an incident in the Sir Arthur Conan Doyle story, The Adventure of the Mazarin Stone. Mr. Rathbone appears through the courtesy of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, and Mr. Bruce through the courtesy of Universal Pictures, where they are now starring in the Sherlock Holmes series. The Petrie Wine Company of San Francisco, California, invites you to tune in again next week, same time, same station. This is Harry Bartell saying goodnight for the Petrie family. Sherlock Holmes comes to you from our Hollywood studio. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.